When we look into the sky, it seems to us to be endless. We think without consideration about the boundless ocean of air. And then you sit aboard a spacecraft, you tear away from Earth, and within 10 minutes you have been carried straight through the layer of air. And beyond, there is nothing. Beyond the air there's only emptiness, coldness, darkness. The boundless blue sky is but an infinitesimally thin film. How dangerous it is to threaten even the smallest part of this gossamer covering, this conserver of life.
Copy, throttle on. And engine over. That's P64.
It has been record heat here, over 100 degrees.
Temperature records show that the Earth is getting hotter.
There is every indication that we are perturbing the climate system.
The studies all show that spring is coming earlier.
Possums are going north.
Millions of chickens dying.
There's new evidence those droughts may have a common cause.
There's more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere.
Sea ice is thinning.
11,500 people died in France during the 2-week heat wave.
The forests are ablaze and
Global warming is a farce and is a scare tactic.
we just do not understand what's going on.
In the last 5 years in Utah, we've had warmer than normal temperatures here and less than normal snowfall. I mean, it's clear, almost all scientists these days agree that global warming is happening and is happening because of carbon dioxide. But there's no way to say that the weather that we're getting this year or even for the past 4 years is because of global warming. You just can't say that. This last 5 years may be part of a larger trend or it may not be. The thing with global warming is a lot of people think they're going to notice warmer temperatures, but it's only a subtle rise over quite a number of years. The thing that we are probably going to notice is greater extremes in the weather, droughts in the west, big snowstorms in the east, or vice versa, or extremes that we haven't seen in a long time. And that's probably the first thing that we're going to notice.
Bullshit! There is no global warming.
There isn't?
No, the politicians made that up.
Well,
go ahead.
Stick around. Weather and sports coming up.
South Central Utah seeing quite a bit of snap and crackle and pop. They're in for the same thing tomorrow. But for the rest of the state, I'll have your 14-day forecast coming up. Stick around.
Do you think global warming's real?
I think it has to be. It's pretty damn hot lately.
Well, now that's a terribly scientific point of view.
You need to censor that one.
I'm teasing. No, I don't know. Yeah, I think it probably is.
College football season gets underway and Team USA rolls. It's tonight at 10.
George, what do you think about global warming? Is it a hoax?
It's gotten better. I just read.
Where did you read that?
Well, yeah, the ozone.
I have no idea. The ozone layer is starting to heal.
Primary reason that you have greenhouse gases is because of carbon dioxide.
The search for that Sandy boy who has cancer has now moved to Houston. We'll have the story at 10. See, I wasn't inspired by that one. I want to do the military one.
We're talking about
Okay.
greenhouse.
The most important greenhouse
Global
gas,
warming
Lisa,
right
most important greenhouse gas is carbon dioxide. And that comes primarily from the burning of fossil fuels and the burning of forests. That releases CO2 into the atmosphere, which acts as a blanket, traps and holds the heat down here. That's what it is.
So more vehicles using natural gas, more electrically powered vehicles, it's all good.
Anything that would be an alternative to fossil fuels would be preferred.
We're in a drought, and with hotness, the water evaporates. There's a cycle about the earth. Like water goes in a cycle, evaporates, rains, goes into our systems and stuff, evaporates, rains, and keeps going in a big cycle. And when you're in a drought, it takes away the water from the cycle, and so it makes the cycle smaller. And if it keeps doing that, we'll just run out of water, and there will be no water for the whole earth.
Randy Julander, Snow Survey Supervisor, Natural Resources Conservation Service, U.S. Department of Agriculture. Professor, Snow Hydrology, University of Utah. What we've seen over the past few years is that winters have been warmer. Okay? When you have warmer winters, it condenses the snow accumulation period. When you don't get the accumulation, obviously you get smaller snowpacks. With smaller snowpacks, you get less runoff. The Great Salt Lake has dropped 14 feet over the past few years. That's a phenomenal amount of water that has not gone into the lake, and thus we see the spiral jetty. One of the problems that we see in this particular situation is that the lake itself can generate massive snowstorms along the Wasatch Front. The smaller the lake becomes, the less snow we have, the less runoff goes into the lake. Thus it becomes a compounding problem, kind of a feedback loop that feeds on itself. These types of scenarios in a naturally occurring environment are some of the things that scientists have predicted that would occur associated with global warming. At this point, the best that we can say is that this particular drought is within the realm of natural climate variability. Somewhere down the line, we may be able to look back and say this was a definitive beginning to what it could be global warming.